Okay, let's unpack this. Have you ever considered the intricate dance behind training AI for something as, well, as delicate and precise as robotic surgery? It's not science fiction anymore. It's really the frontier of medicine.
Yeah, it's fascinating. And what's truly key here is the very first step, actually creating a surgical video annotation center.
Yeah.
So this deep dive, it's all about understanding that really complex process.
Okay.
It's where raw surgical footage, hours of it, gets meticulously transformed into structured data. We're essentially teaching machines to see and understand human actions.
Yeah.
It's absolutely essential for, well, the next generation of robotic surgery tools and those virtual simulators too.
Right. So the goal is pretty clear then, using AI to elevate surgical practice. But if we're actually building one of these centers, what's the core mission? Like, what really drives setting up something so specialized?
Fundamentally, it's about precision and progress.
Yeah.
Think about how pilots learn, right? Hours and hours in simulators. In surgery, the stakes are just so incredibly high. The mission, I'd say, is threefold. First, we're distilling the wisdom from thousands of real surgeries into learnable data. It's kind of like creating the ultimate surgical textbook, but for AI.
Okay, like a digital mentor.
Exactly. Second, that data then fuels the next generation of simulators, both virtual and physical. That makes training safer, more effective. And crucially, it's the raw material for truly intelligent robotic systems. Systems that can assist and eventually maybe even perform procedures with, potentially superhuman accuracy.
That makes a lot of sense. And to actually achieve all that, you must need some serious tech behind it. What are the essential components, the infrastructure needed for a center like this?
Oh, absolutely. It really starts with a rock-solid foundation in data collection and management.
Right.
We're talking high-quality video capture devices, can't skimp there, powerful computer systems with high-res monitors so you can see every tiny detail, and of course a robust network and storage infrastructure. Think centralized databases, reliable internet. Because look, without accurately captured, securely stored data, the whole thing just, it falls apart.
And the software. Because you can't just, throw raw video at an AI and expect it to learn anything useful, can you? That translation part seems critical.
Precisely. You need highly specialized software.
Yeah.
This includes tools for medical imaging and reporting, something like Capture IT Pro, for instance. These handle the seamless capture, management, and really importantly, integration with hospital systems. Think patient records, medical images, using standards like HL7, DICOM.
Okay, so it plugs into the hospital workflow.
Exactly. But then there's the dedicated surgical video annotation software itself. Platforms like Supervisely or CVTAT, these are the real workhorses here. They offer AI-assisted labeling, interactive segmentation like drawing around tools or anatomy object tracking, even tag assignment for recognizing actions, and smart features like predictive tracking to really boost efficiency for the annotators.
Predictive tracking.
Yeah, where the software anticipates where an object will move next, speeds things up, and crucially, don't forget anonymization software, essential for de-identifying sensitive patient data. Plus, a robust archiving system for long-term, secure storage.
Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting for me. The how. How do you actually develop the annotation methodology? It can't just be random notes scribbled on a video file. It has to be incredibly structured.
Right. This is where the magic happens, but also the really meticulous work. We're essentially taking the fluid, complex ballet of a surgical procedure and breaking it down into a granular, machine-readable language. Imagine teaching an AI open heart surgery. You can't just show it a video.
Right. It wouldn't know what it's looking at.
Exactly. You have to label every phase of the operation, every single step, the tasks within those steps, and even the precise actions like suturing or cutting. We also pinpoint every anatomical landmark, every tool used. We need a fixed vocabulary, though with some flexibility for free text notes where needed. And those AI-assisted tools we mentioned, bounding boxes, segmentation masks, they significantly boost productivity. But the challenge, and it's a big one, is ensuring absolute consistency. You have multiple annotators. You need to address that inter-annotator variability.
So everyone labels the same thing the same way.
Precisely. The final structure has to be both machine-readable and clinically applicable. That's the goal.
That sounds like it requires a seriously specialized and collaborative team. Who are the key players? Who actually does all this?
It's absolutely a multidisciplinary effort, no question. You need skilled project managers, IT support for the workflow, the tech setup. Then clinical experts, surgeons, clinical researchers, they are indispensable. They define the guidelines, perform the really nuanced annotations, validate the models for clinical accuracy.
So the doctors are deeply involved.
critically involved. Then you have your technical experts, the data scientists, the engineers who develop and integrate the AI models. And crucially, a team of highly trained data annotators. These folks need a deep understanding of medical processes to be precise and efficient. It's a true symphony of different expertise.
And with all that incredibly sensitive medical data floating around,
Yeah.
security and compliance, they aren't just important, they must be like rule number one, right?
Yeah.
What about that trust factor?
Trust is non-negotiable. It's the bedrock. Comprehensive data security policies are paramount. We're talking strict adherence to regulatory standards, things like HIPAA in the US for patient info, GDPR in Europe, maybe SOC2, ISO 9001 for quality management.
Right, the whole alphabet soup of compliance.
Pretty much, yeah. Data anonymization and encryption are obviously key for privacy. And ongoing quality assurance is vital to maintain accuracy and consistency over time. It's all about building absolute trust in the data that will eventually power potentially life-saving technology.
So wrapping this up, what does this all really mean? It's clear creating an annotation center is way more than just labeling videos. It's a meticulously planned operation in itself. Needs specialized teams, cutting-edge tech, rigorous protocols, all to turn raw surgical experience into a language AI can actually learn from.
Exactly. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, you can see how this precise, painstaking work in annotation centers is what fundamentally reshapes the future. We're talking surgical training, robotic capabilities, and ultimately, patient outcomes.
Yeah.
Which sort of raises an important question for you listening right now. As these centers get even more sophisticated, how will this continuous refinement of AI's understanding of surgery really redefine what's possible in the operating room in, say, the next 10 years?